Hello guys, so I'm back again. So I'm gonna go over yet another example of how to graph a linear function. And I know that, this is probably I'm probably going really, way back to the basics again with algebra. And this is because I want to make sure that, that I'm very clear on what, kind of, because I do have old videos on this stuff, but I kind of want to update a little bit on, just to make some newer videos over the old content that I had. So basically, in the last example, we went over, one that had a negative, the slope was negative. And this is yet another example where this time we have an equation or linear equation, but it is with a fraction, right? And this is one that a lot of people, I feel like, get very intimidated by, at least some, and like I said, this is also, if you're in high school in Algebra 1 or middle school or something, you can watch this video. I'm just trying to kind of, make it a little easier. So we're just going to get started. So we have to basically graph this linear function. And again, it says, to state the slope and the y-intercept. And this time we have this, in front of our x value, we have this stuff over here. And it's really, yes, it's still of the same form. And again, I'm going to write it again. And it's called slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form. Okay. So basically, I'm going to just say it's mx plus b. So mx plus b. And like I said, I know that m is my slope and b is my y-intercept. And by the way, guys, I'm going to go over a video where I go over a ton of examples over this so that, I'm very clear on what I'm talking about. It might be a live stream, I'm not sure yet, but we're going to review everything. So anyways, here we're basically going to kind of look at this, right? And like I said, this is the exact form that we have over here. It's the same form, right? So basically here we know that, like I said, it's y equals mx plus b, so mx plus b. And in front of my x value, there's a 1/2. That is my m, right? And like I said, m is slope. So I know that my slope is 1/2. And this is equal to m, right? This just means slope. I know that's my slope. However, you have to remember, and we have to remember, the definition of slope. M, my slope, is equal to my change in y. And actually, let me do it. I'm gonna do it in a different color. I'll do change in y. Change in y over, and I'll do change in x. Let me do green. So my change in y, obviously, if you think about it, well, there's a 1 on top, so I know that that is my change in y. So there's a 1 right here, and I know that that is my change in y. So it goes 1, and then on the bottom there's a fraction, and then on the bottom we have our change in x. I know on the bottom, the denominator is my change in x, so that is 2. So I know that the change in y over change in x is 1/2. And again, I'm going to say it in words this time. This means rise over run, right? So we're really going back to the basics. And I want to review this because I think it's very important for those that are just kind of looking for some examples, right? So this is rise over run. And so, and like I said, my slope, or my y-intercept is of the form, and I'm gonna repeat it again. My y-intercept is a coordinate, and it's of the form 0, comma b, and b is exactly what's over here. So I know that right here, this number is my b value, right? And so, so basically, this is going to end up being, and I have 1/2 x plus 1, right? So my y-intercept is going to be 0, 1. So really it goes like this, and then we're going to have, and then I know we're rising up 1, so up 1, and to the right 2. So we're going to go 1, and then to the right 2 units. 1, 2. This is my other point. By the way, this should be black, not blue. And then I'm going to go again. So it's going to go up 1, and to the right 1, 2. Like I said. And then again, I'm going to go up 1, right? So rising 1 unit, and going to the right 2 units. So up 1, and to the right 2. Okay, so so then now I'm doing the opposite. So I know that, like I said, it was up 1 unit, and to the right 2 units. Now, if I do the reflection of that, I'm going to actually do the opposite. So I'm going to go down 1 to the left 2. Because if you think about it, 1 over 2 over 2 is equal to -1 over -2. Again, if you have trouble understanding that, just know that down, like, it's basically negative over negative. It's still the same slope, but we're reflecting, like, we're doing the opposite because it has to look like a line, right? So you have to do the opposite. I'm really not sure exactly how to explain that. If there's someone in the comments that can explain it better than I can, please do so, because I am not sure exactly how else to explain that part. But we're just going to keep going. So it goes again, and I'm doing this very slowly for those of you guys that really need it to be a little slow, because I know that for some people it's hard to learn math in a fast-paced environment. Okay, so that's it. Basically, you're just doing the same exact thing, and this is the same exact thing we did in the last video. It's just a pattern. You keep going up 1 to the right 2, up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2, and it's the constant rate of change. Now, and rate of change, again, it means slope. So now all you have to do is all we have to do here is just trace a line, and that goes through the points, and that's it. That is how you graph this function of y equals 1/2 x plus 1. So with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for this video. If anybody has any questions over this, please let me know. I know this is a kind of a, again, I didn't mean to take like 10 minutes, but I really like to make my videos very clear. If there are any other questions, or if, again, you find this video very kind of confusing, or if there's a part that you don't understand, let me know, and I can immediately explain it, either by replying to your comment or by making a short and tagging you. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and also please like, comment, and or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.